Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Tyranniclaus Comedy. My name is Tyrant, and let me tell you something. I love Steven Seagal. Okay? I think he's great. I think he's better than that faggot who played Rocky, or the one who played Chuck Norris, or the one who played Will Smith. All of them. All of them can screw off. I don't want anything to do with them. But Steven Seagal is my favorite action hero of all time. And let me tell you something. I don't agree with Vladimir Putin on anything that he's doing, okay? But, 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 Steven Seagal may become the next defense minister of Russia, appointed by Vladimir Putin, none other than. I should have said those two things in reverse, but that's what we're doing today. Talk to the hand because my brain don't understand. That's what they say, right? So here's what we got. Oh, this is about Elon Musk and the other guy fighting. I don't give a fuck. Is Putin replacing under fire? Is Putin replacing under dash fire? Oh, sorry, that's one word. Is Putin replacing under fire defense minister with Steven Seagal? I was right the first time. Russian President Vladimir Putin is allegedly considering veteran Hollywood star and Aikido expert Steven Seagal as a replacement for beleaguered Defense Minister Sergei Shoigu. Sergei Shoigu. This is according to a number of Iranian outlets. Yes, the Iranians know a lot. These people are very smart. Let me tell you, I was speaking to a man who has talked to Vladimir Putin once before. It sounds like a Pakistani guy with a gum in his mouth, which reported on news Monday night, apparently citing the Russian state news agency Sputnik. Shoigu and Russia's military chief. I thought that said chef. It's like, why is the chef and the defense minister plotting besides to put poison in Putin's food? Which they should, because I'm all for a free Ukraine. Slava Ukraine. Long live Vladimir Zelensky. Or, sorry, Volodymyr Zelensky. Shoigu and Russia's military chief, General Valery Gerasimov, have both faced the ire of the pro-war patriotic factions of the Russian establishment, including Chechen leader Ramzan Kadyrov. These are a lot of words. These are a lot of non-English words that I don't like. The fucking patriot in me is getting fired up. The patriot in me is just wanting to fucking go to war with Russia. It's like, let's do World War III. I don't give a shit. Fuck nuclear war. We can do better. Let's nuke them before they nuke us. Let's nuke their nukes that are coming towards us. And if they shoot nukes that are coming at their nukes, we'll shoot more nukes at those nukes. We're going to nuke the shit out of them and they won't nuke us. We can do it. I believe it. As Americans, we're better than Russians only because these names are pissing me off. That's all I'm saying. Uh, the latter even launched a mutiny in recent days. I missed that thing. Including Chechen leader so and so, former frontline general Igor Girkin, and famously Wagner Group boss Yevgeny Prigozhin. The latter even launched a mutiny in recent days. The latter meaning the second, meaning Yevgeny Prigozhin, leading his troops towards Moscow before unexpectedly turning back. Look, let me tell you. Here's what happened. He marched his troops. It was basically just a protest. See, that's the thing. They do protests better than we do over in Russia. Because here in America, we do protests, and that involves like an entire summer of riots where thousands upon thousands of businesses are destroyed, and there's hundreds of $1,000,000 in damage. We don't charge anyone, and we just say, all right, maybe we should not do this next time. Whereas over there, when they have a protest, they can't do all that because they wouldn't have gotten past the first firebombing of any business and before everyone got set up by a public firing squad that everyone in Moscow was forced to attend. And then everyone's like, yeah, you know what? I do like Putin. I do like Putin, I think. I think I like Putin. And that's how it goes there. And that's how it should go here. If we had never mind, it shouldn't go that way here. It really shouldn't because oof, oof. Anyway, where was I going? But even as the rebellion appeared to, oh yeah, all that stuff happened, and then uh, Prigozhin, uh, Prigozhin, he uh, he ended up getting a call from the leader of Belarus, who was like, "Hey, Putin is he didn't firebomb you because he doesn't want to, kill Russian citizens, but he's not going to lose. So if you want to do it, let's do it." And then it didn't happen. But let's see their explanation. But even as the rebellion appeared to come to an end in the 11th hour, it was more like the 10th and a half hour, if we're being honest here. There were lingering questions about what Russia's top military leadership knew about these events, how they acted, and what possible repercussions for those deemed to have failed Putin. No one cares about anything about this. We want to hear about Steven Seagal. I know some of you people don't believe that Steven Seagal could possibly be the next defense minister. But Steven Seagal is an honorary Russian citizen. They just gave him citizenship. And then I think he was like the Russian envoy to the U.S. Embassy in 2018, I believe, under Trump, if I'm not mistaken. I have an article pulled up that says that. So I know I'm not mistaken. I'm just playing coy like a fucking dumb news commentator, you know. Uh, but there's a Steven Seagal, the hero of heroes, the king of kings, uh, the wig of wigs, or the hair plugs of hair plugs. Got he like was like, give me the thickest hair plugs you can. You see, they take hair plugs from your ass. They take the hair from your ass and put it on your head. And he's like, look, Doc, I got a lot of hair on my ass. And if you want, you can just go ahead, just take all the hair from my ass and put it on my head. I need the thickest, most Japanese hair you can find. I've been doing a keto for years. I don't know what he sounds like. I haven't actually watched his movies in years. Last time I watched his movies, I was in jail, and it was on like some off-brand channel, and it wasn't his good movies. It was like end career shit, you know. Very fun, very fun. Those are his best movies, in my opinion, though. Steven Seagal's best movies were absolutely when he just got so full of himself and just so full of Japanese culture that he had a gut the size of Utah and just wore nothing but kimonos and was just always like the wise fucking Aikido master who was just like throwing people around, even though like they were obviously way more fit than him and in real life he could do nothing. I understand why Vladimir Putin and Steven Seagal are friends, because if you watch both of their videos, they both Steven Seagal has videos of him doing Aikido, and it looks like the person fighting them is just like, well, I don't wanna hurt this guy, so he just lets him throw him. And it's the same with Vladimir Putin, because it's Vladimir fucking Putin. You're not gonna throw him around. Come the fuck on. Uh, Steven Seagal, one of Russian president's most loyal supporters in the West, was personally appointed by Putin as Russia's special envoy to the U.S. in 2018. Huh, that's what I said. Although he signaled a change, quote unquote, to his role after Russia invaded Ukraine in 2022. And apparently now his new change is going to be defense minister. But he was really, but has he really been vying for Russia's top defense job? Well, considering Sergei Shoigu literally was just like a random fucking Russian oligarch who just happened to give Putin the most money out of all the other Russian oligarchs, so he got that position. Maybe, maybe this is Vladimir Putin's Scottie Pippen. You know what I mean? Like how what's Scottie Pippen goes to North Korea to visit Kim Jong. whichever one we're on, I don't fucking care. These are relevant people. I don't understand why we even pay attention to that country. We should just pretend it's not there. Or just nuke them. Because then we can pretend it was never there. You know? That's what I would do with North Korea. If I was president of the United States, absolutely. What I would do is just secretly nuke each and every one of them off the map. I would fucking find like probably 24 secret North Korean defects that would strap a tactical nuke to their chest and sneak into different parts of North Korea and just all hit kaboom at once. And then at the same time, we'll fly a giant HEPA fan over the top and suck up all the nuclear waste and save South Korea. And then we just pretend like North Korea never existed. And in 1,000 or 10,000 years, or however long it takes for the land and soil and air and all that stuff to recover, we'll get rid of the flying plane HEPA fans, and South Korea can move in and pretend like the stuff they're building was always there, or an earthquake happened or something. That's what I would do as president of the world. Um, a number of Twitter and Reddit, I'm retarded. A number of Twitter, Reddit, and Telegram posts in English, Persian, and other languages. Oh, why did you add that? Over the past 2 days made the sensational claim that Steven Seagal, the star of the 1990s action blockbuster Under Siege, fucking great, Out for Justice, fucking great. I noticed they didn't do the shitty ones, was set to replace Shoigu as head of the Russian Ministry of Defense. I don't believe you. Russia's Sputnik news agency reported that Russia's President Vladimir Putin appointed Steven Seagal as Russia's new defense minister. Really? They were on Monday, June 26th. So what is that? 5 days ago now. Huh. And he's going to get real serious about the war in Ukraine. He's going to be like, oh, these new recruits, we got to teach them Aikido. No mercy. We're going to do it like the Japanese. Down to the last man. And if anyone survives, it's harikiri. Because that's what he would do. He'd squint his eyes like an Asian and do a very bad Asian accent. Harikiri. Instead of harikari, he'd harikiri. Hey. He'd probably do the eye thing too. Where he's harikiri. They will commit harikiri before they give up. And Putin's like, sí. Bueno. Muy bueno. Sí. Things are getting serious. Putin has just named Steven Seagal. Things are not getting serious. If he's naming Steven Seagal his acting defense minister, because now I'm doing a podcast about it. He had a whole revolution led against him, which I refuse to cover because it's not funny. But the fact that afterward he's like, you know who my last hope is? Steven Seagal to genocide everyone. And even if that is serious, it's even funnier if he seriously goes after it like that. If Steven Seagal is the next fucking, what was that dude's name? The German Dr. Mengele. You know, if Steven Seagal ends up being the next Dr. Mengele, that's even funnier. Because this motherfucker did Under Siege and Out for Justice, and then came out with all these spoof fucking action movies, which didn't mean to be spoof, but they end up getting shown in jail, where only low IQ criminals are like, man, that dude with a bad eye, yo. That dude with a bad eye, yo. You all saying? You all saying? There's nothing serious about this whole fucking conflict. None of it is. Oh, it's so much fun. Oh, former U.S. ambassador to Jamaica? Well. Oh, my friend, things are getting serious. The Putin man has just named Steven Seagal as acting minister of defense. tweeted an unverified account of Luis Moreno, a former U.S. ambassador to Jamaica. The account includes NAFO fella user pic. I don't know if they should have put that. Newsweek should probably not be a trusted source of news. But here I am using it. Similar in Persian, some similar tweets in Persia, I assume they meant to say it. If you're only reading and not actually, or watching and not reading along, it says similar tweets in Persian instead of Persia. But similar tweets in Persia, some sharing screen grabs of articles by Iranian media without linking the source, were viewed by thousands of Twitter users, archived here, here, and here. And those are all links, but I'm not going to click those and read them because I'm a busy guy. The articles which reference Sputnik as their resource appeared to have since been deleted from the Far News IRGs. I don't care about any of that. And their Telegram channels, which have hundreds of thousands of subscribers. So it's probably not even real. This is just a fake thing that someone put up because it's just like, oh, this is going to be a good clickbait to put on, and someone will make a dumb video about it. Like, me. And then, oh, they're gonna love it. Oh. You know what to do, Vlad, wrote Patton Oswalt, attaching a photo of Seagal with the Russian president. How long before Russia deploys its deadliest weapons against Wagner? Steven Seagul. Fucking hate the media, dude. These people suck. I guess maybe I should probably read through the articles before I go through them. But I'm retarded and I don't care. Even though there's a whole lot of evidence here, because even Vladimir Putin is expected to address the nation tonight to announce the appointment of Steven Seagal to replace Sergei Shogu, wrote another fake account in French. And they made this news. They decided that this was news. Newsweek. Fake news all day. Donald Trump was fucking right about all you people. I am now voting for Trump. Fuck that. I was going to go for RFK or Vivek Ramaswamy, depending on which appointment was who. But you know what? Fuck all that. Donald Trump, no matter what. Vote T, no matter we. Or something. Fuck you, you fucking pieces of shit. Oh, I hate these people. That dude's Asian as shit. What was he born on the border of Japan and Russia? What the fuck? Sergei Shogu is half Russian, half Japanese, yo. That's crazy. But yeah, so if you want to look too, Vladimir Putin signs a decree honoring U.S. actor and Russian citizen Steven Seagal. That was February 27, 2023. So that was like 6 months ago or something like that. 5 months ago, maybe. But yeah, a decree cited it called Seagal's great contribution to the development of international, cultural, and humanitarian cooperation. Because he was trying to bridge the gap between Russians and Americans. But god damn it, did we not have the worst presidents of all time? The Cold War ended fucking 42, 40 some years ago, and here we are. And finally, to end it all, we have our racist of the week. Or is this racist? Haven't decided what I'm going to start calling this segment. I'm going to start doing this podcast with someone else again, so it's longer and I don't have existential crises before recording. But Erica Marsh is a proud Democrat, former field organizer to elect President Biden, volunteer to the Obama Foundation. She, her pronouns in the bio. But Erica Marsh got very upset because recently the Supreme Court met to discuss affirmative action and whether or not it's legal. And poor her, the Supreme Court decided that, hey, affirmative action under Title 5 or 4, or 6 or 4, Title 6 or Title 4. wherever the eye goes. I don't know, but it's either Title 6 or Title 4 under the fort. No, not 14th. Some amendment, the one that says that you can't judge a person. The stuff that Martin Luther King said and stuff. It was we can't discriminate based on their race or anything like that. And so they were like, well, obviously this is wrong because, like, those cunts from Harvard, if you're Asian, you need a perfect score in the SAT, and if you're black, as long as you could fill out your name, you can get in. And the Supreme Court was like, well, that's wrong, which obviously it is because black people know more than their name. Come on. They can tell you the caliber of any gun you show to them. Uh, they know a whole unique dialect to the English language that I've never heard in my whole entire life. And I still am trying to learn. You know what I mean? Like every day I hear a new word from them and I'm just like, wow, that's that's unique. I like it. And it's always like 3 years late and I start using it and you know. But they're great people. But anyway, this bitch, so we're gonna ask, is this racist? Like, comment below. And also, if you liked all that other stuff and you're still watching this, please like and comment. I beg you. Subscribe. Share this with your friends. Something. If you laughed even once, for fuck's sake. Help me. But Erica Marsh said about affirmative action. Today's Supreme Court decision is a direct attack on black people. No black person will be able to succeed in a merit-based system. No black person will be able to succeed in a merit-based system, which is exactly why affirmative action-based programs were needed. So she doesn't believe black people can achieve anything without the help of lowered standards. Um, and I get when they came up with it, there was racism in America and everything, but like to say that now, to just sit there and be like, well, they'll never be able to succeed in a merit-based system when you've had a black president. You literally right now have two black Supreme Court justices. Whether or not one of them may have been hired because of affirmative action, let's not talk about that. We don't need to talk about that. Okay? But the point is Obama wasn't fucking brought become he didn't become president because of affirmative action. He became president because of 1,million guilty liberals who decided to get out and vote and be like, hey, let's end this once and for all. And then Obama got back into office and created stupid fucking white women like this. And this is where we're at. This is where we're at in the world. So when you see an article that says that Putin might be replacing his defense minister with Steven Seagal and you laugh and you think that's so funny, just remember, there's people in America that are so fucking dumb that they think that black people need the standard lowered. Otherwise, they'll never be able to do a thing. And I've said the N word.